Greetings to all wisdom seekers tuning in today. Welcome to Wisdom Insights, your guide to the profound teachings of the Old Testament. Together, we'll explore its timeless wisdom, unraveling truths that still resonate in our world. Today, we delve into the ancient wisdom of the Old Testament. Our journey commences with the book of Genesis, a book that sets the stage for the entire biblical narrative and offers timeless wisdom for our understanding. Genesis, in its profound simplicity, lays the foundations of wisdom teachings that resonate across ages. Let's delve into the heart of Genesis, the story of Adam and Eve, a tale as old as time itself. It's a narrative that speaks volumes about obedience and trust in God. When God placed Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, He gave them the freedom to eat from any tree, with one exception, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. This command was a test of obedience, a test they failed, resulting in dire consequences that impacted humanity. The story of Adam and Eve imparts the wisdom of obedience, of understanding the boundaries set by divine wisdom. It underlines the importance of obeying God's word, not out of fear but out of trust and love. It teaches us that God's laws are not meant to suppress us, but to guide and protect us. Furthermore, the narrative accentuates the significance of trust in God. When the serpent tempted Eve, she doubted God's intentions. She questioned His command and chose to trust the serpent's words over God's. This breach of trust led to their fall. From this, we learn that trusting God is paramount. It's about believing in His wisdom, even when we don't fully comprehend it. It's about trusting His plan for us, even in times of uncertainty. Genesis, in its essence, is a treasure trove of wisdom. It serves as a reminder that wisdom begins with obedience and trust in God. It's about acknowledging that divine wisdom surpasses our understanding, and that in trusting and obeying God, we gain true wisdom. Genesis teaches us the value of obedience and trusting in divine wisdom. It invites us to embark on a journey of wisdom, a journey that begins with trust and obedience, and leads us towards a deeper understanding of God, ourselves, and the world around us. So let's continue this exploration as we delve deeper into the wisdom teachings of the Old Testament. Next, we turn to the book of Exodus. As we delve into the heart of Exodus, we find ourselves in the midst of a tale of liberation and faith. This is a narrative of a people, the Israelites, who were shackled in the chains of slavery, yearning for freedom. Their leader Moses is a figure of wisdom and courage, demonstrating the profound power of wisdom in the face of adversity. In the story of Exodus, wisdom is not just about knowledge or understanding, it's about the ability to see beyond the immediate, to maintain faith when the horizon seems distant and the journey exhausting. Moses, through divine wisdom, leads his people out of Egypt, out of bondage. It is through wisdom that he negotiates with Pharaoh, performs miracles, and guides his people towards the promised land. But the wisdom of Exodus is not confined to Moses alone. The Israelites, too, learn the wisdom of patience, of trust in divine providence, and of unity. They learn the wisdom of freedom not just as a physical state, but as a state of mind, a state of spirit. They learn that freedom is not merely about escaping the chains that bind our hands, but about liberating the mind from the shackles of despair and doubt. The wisdom teachings in Exodus remind us that liberation is a journey, not a destination. It is a journey that requires courage, faith, and above all else, wisdom. It is a journey that demands us to rise above our immediate circumstances, to see beyond the obvious, to maintain faith even when the path is obscured. Exodus is a testament to the transformative power of wisdom. It's about how wisdom can turn a ragtag group of slaves into a unified nation, how it can turn despair into hope, bondage into freedom. As we close this chapter, let's remember that wisdom is not just about knowledge. It's about understanding the depth of our own potential, about seeing the possibilities that lie beyond our immediate circumstances. Exodus reminds us that wisdom can lead to liberation and help us to maintain faith in challenging times. Now let's explore the book of Proverbs. This collection of wise sayings and instructions, attributed largely to King Solomon, serves as a practical guide for life's everyday moments and challenges. At the heart of Proverbs, we find the concept of humility. It's a virtue that's often overlooked in our modern world, yet it holds tremendous power. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 33 tells us, Wisdom's instruction is to fear the Lord, and humility comes before honor. This suggests that recognizing our own limitations and acknowledging a power greater than ourselves can lead us to a place of honor and respect. Next, we encounter the importance of listening to wise counsel. Proverbs promotes the idea that wisdom is not a solitary pursuit, but is often found in the company of others. Chapter 12, verse 15 says, "The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man listens to advice." This proverbial wisdom encourages us to seek out and heed the wise counsel of others, recognizing that our own perspectives can be limited and sometimes misguided. Finally, we delve into the value of discipline. Proverbs makes it clear that discipline, though sometimes uncomfortable, is a stepping stone towards wisdom and understanding. Chapter 12, verse 1 states, "Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but he who hates reproof is stupid." This might sound a bit harsh, but it drives home a vital point. Growth and wisdom often come from being open to correction and learning from our mistakes. In summary, Proverbs offers us a wealth of practical wisdom. It teaches us the benefits of humility, the importance of listening to wise counsel, and the value of discipline. These teachings serve as a compass, guiding us through the complexities of daily life. They remind us that wisdom is not just about knowledge or intellect. It's about living a life that's in tune with higher values and principles. Proverbs provides us with practical wisdom for daily living. It encourages us to cultivate humility, seek wise counsel, embrace discipline, and live our lives with a sense of purpose and direction. Our journey continues with the Book of Ecclesiastes. An ancient book, yet its wisdom is timeless, its teachings profound. The author, often thought to be King Solomon, presents us with a candid reflection on the human experience, offering insights that resonate even in today's fast-paced world. Ecclesiastes talks about the seasons of life. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven, it says. This wisdom encourages us to understand and accept the natural ebb and flow of life. There are times of joy and times of sorrow, times to sow and times to reap. And while we may not always comprehend the purpose of these fluctuations, Ecclesiastes reassures us that each season has its place in the grand tapestry of our existence. We're then confronted with an intriguing concept, the futility of worldly pursuits. Ecclesiastes famously states, "Vanity of vanities, all is vanity." It doesn't suggest that our efforts are pointless, but rather that the relentless pursuit of wealth, status or pleasure, detached from a higher purpose, is ultimately unfulfilling. It's a stark reminder to seek meaning beyond the material, to strive for fulfillment that goes deeper than surface-level successes. And then, perhaps most importantly, Ecclesiastes emphasizes the importance of fearing God. This isn't about living in dread, but about cultivating a deep respect and awe for the divine. It's an invitation to acknowledge our place in the universe, to live in accordance with moral principles, and to recognize that there's a divine order to life. Ecclesiastes teaches us about the true meaning of life. It's not found in fleeting pleasures or transient achievements, but rather in the acceptance of life's rhythms, in the pursuit of a deeper purpose, and in reverence for the divine. Through this wisdom, Ecclesiastes invites us to engage with life more fully, more meaningfully, and with a greater sense of purpose. And in doing so, it illuminates a path towards a richer, more fulfilling existence. Lastly, we delve into the Book of Job. This ancient text, nestled within the wisdom literature of the Old Testament, presents us with a profound exploration of human suffering and divine mystery. The narrative of Job is one of a righteous man who endures immense suffering, seemingly without reason. Yet in the midst of his afflictions, Job maintains his integrity. His steadfastness, even in the face of inexplicable pain, is a testament to the wisdom of holding on to one's integrity during times of hardship. Job doesn't curse God, despite the urging of his wife and friends. He doesn't abandon his faith, even when it might seem justified to do so. This steadfastness, this refusal to let circumstances dictate his character, is a wisdom teaching we can all learn from. Yet the Book of Job also confronts us with the mystery of God's ways. Job's friends insist that his suffering must be a punishment for some hidden sin. But Job, and indeed the reader, knows this isn't true. The narrative challenges our inclination to neatly explain away suffering, reminding us that God's ways are often beyond human comprehension. This is a wisdom teaching about the limits of human understanding and the need for faith in the face of mystery. Finally, Job teaches us about the value of humility before God. When Job demands an explanation for his suffering, God responds not with answers, but with a whirlwind of questions that highlight the vastness of his creation and the limits of Job's understanding. In the face of God's overwhelming display of power and wisdom, Job responds with humility, acknowledging his limited understanding. This is a wisdom teaching about the importance of humility before God, a reminder that we are finite beings in an infinite universe. In conclusion, the book of Job teaches us about the wisdom in suffering and the importance of humility before God. Through Job's story, we are reminded of the enduring values of integrity, faith, and humility, even in the face of inexplicable suffering. We've traversed through the wisdom teachings of the Old Testament. What a journey it's been, hasn't it? We've journeyed from Genesis to Job, exploring the timeless wisdom these ancient texts offer. Each book we've delved into, from the dawn of creation to the trials of a faithful man, has presented us with unique insights into the nature of wisdom. In Genesis, we learned about the beginning of wisdom. We saw that wisdom is born from obedience to divine instruction, a theme that reverberates through the entirety of the Old Testament. Then, as we ventured into Exodus, we discovered how wisdom leads to freedom. It showed us that wisdom isn't just about knowledge, but about liberation from the shackles of ignorance and oppression. From there, we moved to Proverbs, a veritable treasure trove of practical wisdom for daily living. It taught us that wisdom isn't a lofty ideal, but a practical guide that aids us in navigating the challenges of everyday life. Ecclesiastes then showed us the wisdom of understanding life's meaning. It reminded us that wisdom is about discerning the purpose and value in our lives, even when faced with life's inherent uncertainties and complexities. Finally, in Job, we encountered wisdom in suffering. It revealed that wisdom isn't just about understanding and applying knowledge, but also about maintaining integrity and faith during times of adversity. These teachings, originating thousands of years ago, continue to provide timeless wisdom for our daily lives. They remind us of the importance of obedience, faith, practical wisdom, understanding life's meaning, and maintaining integrity during suffering. These teachings provide timeless wisdom for our daily lives. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. Before we conclude, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for journeying with us through the profound wisdom teachings of the Old Testament. We hope that you found these insights as enlightening as we have, and that they inspire you to delve deeper, to reflect, and to apply these timeless teachings to your own life journey. If you've enjoyed this exploration and wish to continue uncovering wisdom with us, we invite you to like this video, share it with others who might benefit from it, and subscribe to the Wisdom Insights channel. We have much more enlightening content on the way. Thank you for tuning in to Wisdom Insights. Until next time, may you continue to seek wisdom in all you do.